So we're here with James Ellison at the BSB round at Cadwell Park. Not a bad weekend, James. First race, third place. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was alright to be honest. I mean, it was a bad start to the weekend, very slow. We're normally not so good on a Friday anyway, but this week was horrendous. And we're down in like 11th place, I think, on the first day. So, yeah, definitely needed to kick it up a gear for the next session and obviously for the race as well. And we did that, you know. We managed to go a little bit further up the grid in qualifying. The way the qualifying set out was over 3 stages, and first, second, third, sort of like a knockout stage. And each time you qualify, that gets wiped off, and then you go to the second one. You get through to the top 15, and sorry, the top 10, and that gets wiped away. And the only one that counts is the one you do in the third session. The time we did in the middle would have put a second, but then in the third session, I actually went like half a second slower. So we dropped back, even though we had the pace, we dropped back to that third row of the grid. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with that, but I knew, you know, just being so far back, I needed a decent start, get away at the front, and just try and do the best we could. And we came away with a third place, so fairly happy with that.
And in that race, bit of a battle going on for like that second, third, fourth place. Stuart Easton in front of you. Tried to pass him a couple of times, couldn't get past. What was going on in that along there?
Yeah, I think it was the same with both of us. I've never seen Stuart ride like that. I've said this to a few people. Stuart's normally not really the aggressive type. So the moves that I put on him, I was expecting him to just kind of, you know, move out of the way and then I'll go through. But he just kept laying his bike in front of me and blocking my moves and everything. So I was like, you know, I was quite shocked to be honest. But so I was pushing harder and harder and harder, and we were literally driving each other off the track. Both desperate to get that, you know, to get the points, and he got the better of me on that one, to be fair to him. But we were losing quite a lot down the back straight to the speed of the Honda, which was a little bit disappointing to be honest. But then, you know, on the other side of it, I was losing to him through the twisty section, just through him going through it better, basically. So best man won at the end of the day. He finished third, and he finished second, and I finished third.
So second race, came away with a race win, which is great, and maybe learnt some lessons from that initial tussle in the first race with Stuart, because you passed him pretty early on.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had to do that, to be honest. With the first start, it wasn't too bad in race 1, but it did actually bog down a little bit, so I knew I needed a better one in race 2, and just trying to be, you know, try and get away. Kind of knew Stuart get the whole shot. He's a little bit like Danny Pedrosa, you know, just so light on the bike, and he's just gone. But I thought, a couple of laps, I need to get by him, just so I'm not stuck behind him again. I knew Leon would get past him. I thought, I need to get past him with Leon, and then chase Leon down and try and figure out where he's quicker than me, and try and make up for that. And the plan worked, you know, passed him down the back straight on the brakes, just to give it absolutely everything. The tyre was squashing, the front forks were bottoming out, it just had everything on it, on the front end, hoping that the thing would turn in, and it did. It turned in, had a little bit of a squirm from the rear. It was a little bogging down a little bit coming out of the exit. I thought, is he going to pass me? I'm kind of trying to keep a tight line, and that was it. I was in front, and then from that point on, it was just like, right, relax, chase Leon down, and, you know, see if we can beat him. And, you know, with that pace car being involved, kind of didn't really work to an advantage or a disadvantage. It was just one of those things that just happened, whatever. Once the pace car came back in, I just clung onto Leon and just tried to get the better of him. A few places I was quicker than him, but again, he was quicker than me while I was struggling through the little woodland section again. And yeah, he beat me at the end of the day. But I don't know what happened with the red and orange flag. Something happened that basically disqualified Leon and kind of gave us a win. But, you know, I'm kind of a bit disappointed for him, but happy that we got a win, and the win that stayed in Airwaves team.